start out.
So I gotta try my hardest to make this as natural as possible.
No, you don't have to try anything.
Okay.
I gotta work myself into being a professional. I gotta, you know what I mean, snap back to it. I'll be up here talking about some goo goo gaga.
Baby talk on the podcast is crazy.
We like, oh, you want a little? Do you need a little water?
If you say that to me during the show, I'll kill you dead.
Did you fix your white balance? You got your little white balance together? You got it?
I hate you.
I love you, Rob. It's all about love. It's all about love, man.
Paid programming. This episode is brought to you by Struggle Meals. Food so broke it should come with a W-2. You ever make dinner that required faith more than ingredients, like top ramen with Chick-fil-A sauce and a dream? It's not seasoning, it's delusion reduction. I saw somebody put hot dogs and American cheese in ramen like it was a poverty casserole. Bro planted it like he was auditioning for Food Network. Tonight, we're featuring sodium a la depression. The Struggle Meal Olympics got categories too. Best use of condiments, most creative way to reheat regret, and a lifetime achievement in paper plate presentation. And don't act brand new, you've eaten over the sink with a plastic fork before. You ever call that dinner? No. That's repentant with calories. Struggle meals build character, though. Nothing humbles the soul like splitting one rotisserie chicken into 3 eras of grief. So shout out to everyone turning insufficient funds into Iron Chef energy. You're not broke. You're culinarily experimental. Now let's start the episode.
Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes.
Blur that back in the building. Doing this thing, he can feel it. Sitting down with Nelson, we talking that shit. Everybody know we feeling it.
Welcome to episode 109 of the Our Sins and Woes podcast. That was crazy.
Start out with a hearty laugh. You know, I want to talk about your. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Let me do my introduction.
I'm sorry.
First. Welcome to episode 109 of the Our Sins and Woes podcast. I'm your host Nelson. Wait, hold on. Welcome to episode 109 of the Our Sins and Woes podcast where a bunch of dumbass millennials talk about their dumbass opinions, dumbass perspectives, dumbass mistakes, and their dumbass complaints. I'm your host Nelson. Thank you for joining me today. I don't know how I forgot that. You threw me off bad.
I know.
Shout out YCC Entertainment and all the other podcasts that are under it. Shout out to Protest to Riot. Shout out Blur Watch. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're listening to this on audio only, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a like and a comment about how Glenn tried to rap over my intro song.
I get so hyped coming here. I just start out. I'm like, hey, fuck all your promotion and commercials. Let's just start.
Now let me introduce my guest. As far as shout outs, that's all I got. Let me go ahead and introduce my guest.
No
for
shout outs.
today.
Let's just start with a hearty laugh and go.
Oh, wait, subscribe to the Patreon. For as low as $1, because you can't get anything in this economy for $1. And, you know, it's $1 because times are hard right now with the government being shut down, and $1 is probably all you can afford. So, yeah, for as low as $1, you can get the extended audio of this podcast, because after 1 hour, I say bye to you non-NDA signers. And, you know, if you want to hear what other stuff we talk about after the hour, subscribe to the Patreon, YCC Entertainment. No, patreon.com/YCC Entertainment.
Damn, if y'all don't know, like when he was saying that, he had a tear in his eye. There's like a tear as he petitioned y'all for more money. he was
petitioned y'all for more money.
He was really sad about it. He was like, damn, it's come to this.
Yeah, hurt to ask, I guess. Yes. Oh, shout outs. I can introduce my guest now. Now you can.
I feel like I'm ruining your podcast right now.
I'm just throwing off the opening.
Like you had a whole way of doing it, and I just started talking. I'm sorry. All right, I'll shut up. Go.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. If y'all can tell, we have a lot of chemistry together. Like me and Nelson, when we get together, it's a fun time. I like to bust his balls.
That's why I specifically did not wear my Crocs today. I've completely avoided music over the last 6 months in preparation for this podcast. So that way I don't have to argue with you anymore about music.
Oh yeah, we had that whole conversation, and
I already forgot it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We won't bring it up. We know what happened. But thank you for also not wearing Crocs. That because it throws me off when I see a grown man in Crocs. You know that also throws me off. So I appreciate the Jordans. Yeah.
Why does a grown ass man in Crocs throw you off?
I don't know. There's just something about it because you know all the best nurses wear Crocs. You know what I'm saying? So
I forgot about that joke until you just said it
oh
just
man,
now.
that was a great. If you don't know, Nelson walks around here with his Crocs and you know paws. He got a little rump. You know, so I was like, he always come in dressed like a he comes in here dressed like a nurse. You know, big booty and Crocs. Like anyway,
I fucking hate it.
I know. But can I talk about the struggle meals for a second? Because I like that you put in there is like, I saw somebody put hot dogs with macaroni. And it's like, did you mention that you saw them through your own eyes? Like it was you? It was like you had full experience with that type of struggle
I do get
meals.
mad saucy with the top ramen. I do be putting Chick-fil-A sauce
See,
on the top
listen,
ramen.
you was telling on yourself right there.
You start going in all the seasoning cabinets, everything when you're trying to
But listen,
put the ramen.
You're more right than I was because I was just doing the basic ramen. It was like they gave me the ramen with the seasoning packet, and then that's how I did it.
Oh yeah.
Until I went to a ramen restaurant, and I was like, "Why am I going to a ramen restaurant? You mean the little packages?" And I went in there, and they had it all sauced up. They had a little egg on there, the little strips of pork or chicken or beef or whatever.
Parsley,
Get the parsley in there. Get the bamboo shoots. The bamboo shoots is big. And then I was like, oh, you could do this with and then so I got one of those packets and I went home and I started putting ingredients in it and that shit is gourmet.
Yeah.
It's like
elevated.
I didn't even know.
I don't even like cook my ramen. You know how like people just actually just cook it in the bowl like nope. I almost like stir fry the fucking ramen.
Oh, stir frying ramen is wild, bro. I'll tell you this though, I will boil the ramen and then take it out of the boiled water and then add new water for the flavoring. So I'll take the seasoning packets and then boil them with its own water and everything. And then the water I use to boil the ramen, I'll like toss that except for like a tablespoon and then put it back in with a fresh pot of water boiled with the seasoning packet.
So I usually don't add, this is crazy that we're talking about giving
How do we get on ramen?
Because I was talking about struggle meals.
Yeah.
But usually I'll boil it and then I'll dump most of the water out. And then I add the seasoning package.
So that's
when
the same, and then put more water back in, or you just don't have the.
I don't add more water.
Oh, okay, all right, that's a psychotic move. That is ramen with there's no broth. You just have the noodles with a little bit of just slightly moistened.
Yeah.
Okay, this nigga like moist ramen. Okay.
Moist ramen is wild.
He likes moistened ramen.
Yeah. Welcome, Glenn.
So I think you're supposed to you introduce like, hey, this is the guest, this is the guy, he does this, and this.
No,
not
no.
Just go back to the other episodes, watch those, and then you'll know.
Well, you're actively doing comedy. You're not doing comedy right now.
No, I am. I'm still actively doing it. As a matter of fact, I got a show tonight.
Based.
Yeah. So I'm still doing it, but I'm doing less of it because I had a baby. I didn't have a baby. It didn't come out of me. It came out of my wife. But we had a baby, so it's in that first initial steps of raising a child where you don't sleep.
Is that scene of the Cosby Show when the hoagies come out of the guys and then he pops out an orange soda too? I don't know why that went through my head when you were correcting that you didn't have the baby.
No, yeah, man. So yeah, we had a baby, and it's basically been like a month now. No, it's been 3 weeks. It'll be a month in like 10 days. So yeah, had a baby, and I've been doing comedy more sparingly. You know, trying to be a good present father, help out mom. You know,
shout out my non-existent biological father. That was a hell of a setup.
Oh damn! Wait, what? Non-existent? He exists somewhere, just not in your life.
Yes. So to me, he is non-existent.
I'm sorry, man. You know what? If you ever need a hug or fatherly advice, I got you.
No, I got two of the dopest stepdads ever.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Are they together?
No, that was wild. But I understand why you came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
My mom got married and then divorced and then married again.
Wow. This is wild because I also have a stepdad, and it wasn't until I got older that I understood what it means to be a stepdad. Like you basically have taken on somebody else's kids, and at any moment they could have just been like, "Man, fuck this, I'm out," and it wouldn't. You know what I mean? It's not. You're not being a
but your
deadbeat.
biological father can do that too.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
shout out my non-existent biological father.
But see, he's wrong. See, he gets blasted on the podcast.
Oh, if a stepdad did that,
Yeah, his stepdad did that. It's just like the nigga just went to live his life. You know, like he didn't abandon anybody. He just broke up with a woman that he wasn't vibing with.
Fair. But my stepdad and my mom got divorced, and my stepdad has still been a part of my life this entire time.
That's why, because stepdads are real good people, man.
True.
They step up, they take care of the kids or whatever. And I have way more respect now that I'm older. When I was a kid, I was like, who was this dude trying to like come in?
Get off my mom.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of that. And then all of a sudden it's like you get older and you're like, oh, you gave up your life to like raise kids. Because now having to raise my kids, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, yo, this little dude is stressful. You know what I mean? But a stepdad is like, he doesn't have to take that stress. You know what I'm saying? He could like, because there have been many moments of time where I'm just like, you know what? I see why people go to get cigarettes and then can't find their way back home. This is a lot. You know what I mean? You're just like a walking paycheck a lot of times.
You're kind of justifying it in a weird way. I want you to know that.
Yeah. But I'm not justifying it because it takes a strong man to stay there and deal with it and then deal with the responsibility and the things that he created. And that's, you know, shout out to stepdads because they step up. That's why they call them stepdads. They step up when the dad steps out. Why else would you call it step? You know, like they step in when other dad steps out.
So why is it called stepsister?
So anyway, I didn't have a reason for that. I don't know why. You should have just left it there. You're supposed to be like, wow, that's a great point.
Nope.
You're like, let's break it down further.
Also, my head went straight to porn. I was like, but stepsisters.
Speaking of which, you know that dude Vontae? You know that dude Vontae? The dude who does like the reviews and like breaking down porn stars as if he's like a sportscaster. I think his name's like Vontae or some shit. You know what's even crazier? You look slam like him.
That's also wild.
Yeah, you should bring that up on screen. I don't know if you're editing this. Bring that nigga on screen and do a side by side.
I'm not doing that.
Listen, because he goes in. He starts talking about I don't even watch porn, so I wouldn't even know a name to say. But he'd be like Heather J. She's an all-time Hall of Famer. She, she can really, take dick without any type of break or whatever. He gives like a whole breakdown of like all the porn girls, and he does the porn dudes too. But he does like a full thing on each of them, and it's like in-depth reviews and shit. Just like you watch SportsCenter and they're breaking down the game, he's breaking down the sessions,
the scene.
He's breaking down the scenes, bro. I'm like, yo, this dude, and he does it in a robe. He does it in a robe. And I'm telling you, if you look it up,
that's why doing it in a robe is crazy.
He does it in a robe, and he's full serious, bro. He's full tilt serious.
Sheesh.
I think his name's like Vontae or some shit, but that shit has me cracking up every time.
Now I want to look this up.
Look it up, because it might be you. It might be your alter ego. I never seen y'all two in the same place at the same time.
That's crazy. Sin of the day. Jesus Christ.
We're just getting to the sin of the day.
Yes,
now.
we're just now getting to the sin of the day. So it's Halloween, or it was Halloween week. Today's the first, right?
It is.
Damn. Bye, Snap. Today's the first. So Halloween was last night. And I think for the last 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I was out looking for my slutty McDonald's cup.
Okay. What does that mean?
So you know how women throw on dumb costumes just to find excuses to get naked?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you'd be like, hey, what are you supposed to be? Oh, I'm a sexy toenail. And it's like,
I'm a sexy toenail.
Yeah, and she's just like butt ass naked, but wearing like a headband, a red headband. So she's like a toenail.
I don't think we go to the same Halloween parties. I've never seen a sexy toenail.
So yeah, I was out looking for a slutty McDonald's cup just to see if I could. Because I went out Wednesday and I went out to the Palace. Didn't know that place was 18 up. That was weird.
Gentlemen's Club or
no, the one on the Route 1.
The Palace?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I never heard of it.
It's a club. It's huge too.
Really?
It was my first time going there.
A lot of people?
It was packed.
Wow.
And it was a lot of ass out that night.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was just because women were just they were all Playboy bunnies.
Okay.
Or cops.
I like it.
So, But yeah, I had the Halloween thirst.
What were you dressed up as?
A nigga.
How does that present?
I think I wore a collar.
That's crazy.
I was a black stepdad for Halloween.
Is crazy. The collar?
Like a colored shirt.
A colored shirt?
Collared shirt.
A collared. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because you know what it sounded like. It sounded like you were dressed as a slave.
Oh no, not like a neck collar. Or
Yeah.
nothing. No,
What?
no,
Yeah.
no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I had a
You could
collared shirt
understand
on.
my confusion. Because I said, what did you dress as? You said a nigga. And I was like, how did that present? And you said a collar. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? What?
No, not like a neck collar. Or
What?
Not a chained collar or nothing like that. A collared shirt.
Insanity. Okay. All right. But you know what? It is your time to shine. Like the whole Snap EBT thing, this is the time to shine because there's going to be a lot of people in dire straits. You know what I'm saying? And you show up.
I step in.
Good, you step in with that good stepdad energy. You know what I'm saying? Energy that only you can have because that's who raised you. You're gonna have stepdad energy if you was raised by a stepdad. You're gonna be a good dude. You know what I mean? You're gonna if your stepdad was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you step in. Next thing you know, everybody's got groceries now, and Nelson's daddy, stepdaddy.
Taking advantage of the government shutdown by pursuing stepdaddy roles is crazy now that I think about it out loud.
Listen, there's going to be a lot of incels that are they're going to come up. You know what I'm saying? If you're lonely, now's the time to shine. You know what I'm saying? Now is the time to shine. You know what you got to do? Stop going to clubs. You know, stop going to these little sessions, these little one-on-one. What are they called? With the speed dating. You don't got to do none of that. You don't even got to go to church. Just go to Safeway and look for the mom who's in the cereal aisle crying because she can't get Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know what I mean? Because they label that as a non-necessary meal. And then you step in,
buy the cinnamon
and you
Toast
just buy
Crunch.
the cinnamon. Like, hey, baby, I got you. As a matter of fact, put that box down. We gonna get the bag. We gonna get the big bag. We gonna get the big bag of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
This is my time to step in.
You
Like
step
the perfect
in.
stepdad.
You get the big bag of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Be like, you know what?
Can I just find a woman with no kids?
I mean, you could. You know what I'm saying? But those kids need you, man. they need you.
Crazy work.
You know, but if you find a woman with no kids, then it's a whole different set of like. It's a whole
The
different
bar's
thing.
a little higher.
No, here's why though. Because if you get a woman that has no kids, right, and then you build your family together and whatnot, you are on the hook. So you have to be there. You know what I'm saying? And the court will make sure that you have to be. If you step in with a woman who already has kids, she's like, please don't leave.
I'll never have to worry about child support.
It's not yours. You know what I'm saying?
Go ask that other nigga.
You have so much leeway to be a good dude in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because the court don't have to step in and look at what you're doing and what you're paying and all that. Anything you give them, they're just like, oh, thank you so much. So grateful. You know what I mean? And listen, you're gonna have to break up with them. You don't have to worry about getting broken up with. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be like, please, Nelson, don't leave. Have you ever saw the movies, where the woman has the bad dude and she's always like, please don't leave. And he's like the worst piece of shit, but she's like, please don't. And the kids are like, why? Let him leave. You know what I mean? And then the mom and the kids are like, get him out of here. And the mom's like, please don't go. And the dad's like, get out of here. That could be you, Nelson.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a lot to take in.
It is. But, if you're looking for your slutty McDonald's cup, this is your time to shine and
find one with some little McNuggets.
Exactly. You get a slutty McDonald's cup that's part of a Happy Meal. And there you go.
Sheesh. Woe of the week. You were breaking down these topics. I'm not even mad.
Was that accurate though?
Yes, no. Okay. Step in you had me at Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah. I can see you now just patrolling the aisle, just peeking in.
You need help with that?
Like, no, what? I was just sniffling. It's like, oh, I thought you was crying. I thought you, I thought you needed a hand.
It's spring allergy season. Duh.
You just pull out your credit card, be like,
this could be us.
this could be us.
Woe of the week. I was talking to my homegirl the other day about a conversation she was having with a prior friend, and
As in, they're not friends anymore.
yeah,
Okay.
and she was talking about like the way she was explaining it to her. She was like, "Whatever. I guess I just was in your life for a limited amount of time, and I guess friendships are seasonal, so it is what it is. But I was really beneficial to have you in my life for the time that I had you in my life." And I kind of stopped her when she was telling me, and I was like, "You tripping?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Seasonal friendships is the stupidest fucking thing I ever seen in my life." Like, she was like, "Well, sometimes people are just friends for a little time, and they're in your life during that, but people grow differently." I'm like, "I'm not friends then." I don't believe in seasonal
How many
friendships.
friends have you had for I guess more than 5 years? How many friends have you had that are for more than 5 years?
Most of my friends are more than 5 years.
Do you have
yeah.
any newer friends?
I've in the last 3 years, yes, I made 2 new friends.
Am I one of
It's
the-
her and her husband.
Am I one of those friends?
Friends is a stretch. Yeah, just throw yourself there.
I was just wait a minute. I was like, 2. Hold on, wait. Am I one of them?
I don't even have your phone number.
Oh yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
We talk on Instagram.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no, nigga, we're not friends.
We Facebook friends. I mean,
Are we?
I don't even know. I don't add people on Facebook. After all the AI and all I don't add people at all. I'm
Yeah.
like, I might see them. And I'm like, I definitely know this person. I definitely like this person, but I'm not adding you on Facebook. I'm not adding any other person on Facebook because I just can't tell who's fake and who's real. Anymore.
Oh yeah, no, I don't care about that. I'll accept a friend request on Facebook, but that don't mean we're friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
all right.
2-3 weeks ago, I just went to a wedding of one of my close friends from middle school and one of my close friends from high school. They finally got married, and I introduced them because we always just hang out.
I like it.
And then I got to go with most of the people that went to that wedding. That was a part of the wedding. I have Friendsgiving with them in December.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I still
you really like to make connections.
Yes, I try hard to maintain my friendships because I don't have not try hard
What does
to
that?
maintain
What
my
does that
friendships.
mean?
Yeah, no, I don't think that was the right way I wanted to frame that. I'm big on maintaining my friendships because I've picked lifelong friends. My
Okay.
best friend has been my best friend since high school,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been friends since middle school.
Mhm.
One of my homegirls, I've known her since 3rd grade, and we're still friends. I was just talking to her 2 days ago, and she lives in Florida. One of my other best friends lives in Washington State that I met through the military.
Right.
My friends from the military, I still keep contact with them. My little sins group. So yeah.
Now, I've had a lot of different groups of friends that it was like a period in time where we were just hanging out a lot.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I think that friendship didn't really go away. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we don't hang out or talk anymore. But if they called me or whatever, I'd be like, oh, shit, you know what I mean? It's not like there was any like love lost or whatever. I think it's different when you like break up with a friend. That's different. But there is like seasonal, like you're hanging out with this person, every day or every week or whatever. Like that is a thing, and then all of a sudden you're not hanging out with them as much because life changes, different job, whatever. That's the thing. But
I get not hanging out with them, but like when, again, Friendsgiving, we still
Actually,
hang out.
you know
Like we
what?
do Labor Day barbecues and 4th of July barbecues. Like these are the people I'm doing. When the marriages happen, we're at the weddings and stuff like
How
that.
do you define a friend? I guess is what you would have to say, because there's a lot of people who are you're very close with somebody, but I think your definition of friend is like it's like a next step. Like would you
Yes.
say like a friend is someone you would do a favor for, or
No,
like,
because I
what
do a
would you-
favor for somebody that's not a friend, depending
But
on what
I
the
mean, like,
relationship
how do you
is.
define friend? Like, where's the line drawn between like, okay, now this is a friend? For instance, us, like we're cool now. When do we transcend to friendship?
I'd have to know your last name.
Oh, word.
No, I'm kidding. I literally introduced you as Glenn Lawrence.
that is it. That's it. That's the name.
I don't know. I don't know if I can put it into words. It's just like
Yeah.
with people like that you know are going to be around for a long time, you just kind of know.
It's just like a moment where you look in each other's eyes and you're like,
that's weird.
We're like, this is it now.
We're here.
It's like a click. You know when you do it like a lock where you're turning a lock and it just click, 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 click. And then eventually you lock eyes and it's just like click. Friendship.
It's not. I think what it is for me and my friends, it's because we started contacting. We just never lost contact.
Yeah,
like even when, I remember I hadn't always lived here. Yeah. I moved to Washington for 6 years. I was in California for 2.5 years. Like, I was out of Virginia for almost 10 years. And I was still keeping contact with those friends. Like when I would come back home, I would hang out with them. Like, or make time to go see everybody and stuff like that whenever I was back in the area. But most of those people, like, they haven't lived too far. And I go to Washington once a year. So I go see my friends out there.
So these are all good relationships. Like, have you ever had a friend where the relationship went bad and then you're like, yeah, I'm not rocking with that person no more?
Yeah, my best friend.
Okay.
We've fallen out.
That's a season, though. Like, you had multiple seasons with that person.
The falling out was the season.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. But you had multiple seasons with this person, and y'all fell out. One of the seasons went real bad that y'all fell out, and then y'all not friends anymore. So, like, it does happen.
Well, no. We fell out, and then we became friends again.
Okay. So you did a retread thing where you, like, went back.
I guess. And when you say went back to him, it sounds crazy.
Sounds real intimate.
Yeah.
No,
I think the falling out was the season.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it happened. I don't feel like she was saying anything that's crazy. Now, she has, like, a lot of those. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what she was saying. She was like, friendships are seasonal.
But she has, like, a lot of them that fall out at the end of it.
She has a lot of them that fall out.
Okay.
But
that's the thing. If you have a lot of them, then that's
you're
where
the
it's
problem.
Weird. Yeah, that's where it's weird. But I think it happens, man. I've had multiple people that I've been really good friends with, and then something happened, and then we just don't talk anymore. And some of them have been just circumstances. Some of them have been like, we had a moment in time that wasn't great.
Those aren't friends. Those are those are acquaintances at best.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I felt like we were friends, so usually it hurts me a little bit more. Like, I'm just like, damn, okay. But I'll keep it moving. I'm just like, damn, okay, well, that was it. All right.
Look,
if you're gonna be like that, I guess that's what it is.
Brandon was my episode 9. And Brandon was my episode 9 guest. I don't even think
about Brandon Moore, local
Brandon Moore,
DMV comedian.
I don't think I gave that nigga the entertainment of calling him my friend till like around when he came on like 70 something. And Brandon's been on like every 10 episodes. So it took that nigga like 7 times of coming on and 4 years for me to be like, yeah, I guess we're friends.
Yeah, okay. Was it the thing he had to do? But y'all share the same type of stepdad energy, so y'all can connect on that level. Because Brandon's like #1 stepdad energy, man. He exudes it. You know
Sharing
what I'm
stepdad energy is crazy.
Y'all go on the hunt for single moms together. You know what I'm saying?
Brandon Moore, I'll see you at Safeway.
Yeah, it's like, look, you start at the deli section, I'll start at the produce. We'll meet in the middle.
Meet at the cereal?
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle at the Hallmark cards.
That's wild. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't believe in seasonal friendships, but that's because my friendships have always been around for so long. So
I mean, I think it does. I think it does happen. But did you move around when you were younger?
Yeah, but only in basically Virginia. So
you were able to keep in contact with like I moved around a lot, far distances, and this was back before there was Facebook and my whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like if you moved away,
my Destiny's probably one of my oldest friends, and I've known her. I used to live next door to her when we were in 3rd grade, and I left. That was we lived in Belvoir, and I left Belvoir in 6th grade.
But y'all kept in contact. Was that?
I went. I didn't go to her wedding. I went to her brother's wedding. And this was in 2012 or something like that.
Was that because you were trying to smash?
No.
So that wasn't part of it.
I got invited to the wedding.
But you didn't go.
I didn't go to her wedding.
Yeah.
Well, no. I think something came up with the with work, so that's why I ended up not being able to go to the wedding.
That makes sense.
I would have gladly went to a wedding. I met her her and her husband was here earlier this year. We went out to dinner. Went out to McCormick and Smith's.
I love it. Did you have a date with you?
Hmm?
Did you have a date with you?
No.
So it was just you two, like the husband and wife, and then you.
And then her other friend, one of her sorority sisters.
Oh, so you did have that's the connection there. They was trying to set you up. No, I mean you might not have wanted to do it, but that was what the point was.
I had already met her, the sorority sister, because I helped her move when she first got out to Virginia.
That's.
Am I self-snitching right now?
But with that said, I moved around a lot when I was young, so I did like befriend people, and then you move around again, and it's like okay, you don't talk to them again, and it's like if you didn't write, like pen pals or have their phone number, which we didn't have cell phones back then, so I would have had to use my parents' phone to call over, and you have to save the number, remember the number. If you didn't do that, then that person just evaporated. Now we can like reconnect after all these years or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, cell phones came out when I was in middle school.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, having a friend for a season is very apropos in that situation. I don't know why I use that word. I could have used a different word. But
I don't know why you use that word.
It just came out. But it happens a lot when you're like moving around when you're young or whatever. You have friendships that grow quickly and then they recede. Just as quickly.
Cool. That's fine. Even if I give you that benefit of the doubt, now we're adults. Things are different.
Yeah.
So having seasonal friendships is crazy as an adult.
As an adult, though, you just don't have friends at a certain point. Like, you just get old and you're just like, oh, I guess I'm just not going to meet.
I'm speaking to my newer friend.
Who, me?
No, shut up.
Hey, me? I'm trying to get Nelson to be my friend by the end of the episode. That's the only reason why I came on the podcast. I wanted Nelson to be my friend finally.
No, I like the conversation I was having with her. She's a newer friend.
Okay.
I've just met her maybe 2 years ago.
Do you think she was trying to tell you that, hey, this friendship is for a season?
Oh, God.
Maybe she was trying to key you in. She was just like, she's telling you these outlandish stories to be like, hey, you could be the next one. Like, don't fuck up. You are a seasonal friend at best.
Because I'm friends with her and her husband. So, even if I lose one, I still got the other, which just gives me an end to get the other back.
There you go. Yeah, then everybody, it's all good. I think it's definitely a thing.
But I'm also not a type of person where people are like, oh, I can't be friends with Nelson no more.
Because you feel like you don't do anything to make people be like...
To trust my value as a friend, no.
Yeah. So your value as a friend stays where it's at.
Yes.
You're like gold.
Yes.
The value stays where it's at over time. And all these other relationships are like bad investments, basically.
Yes.
So you're a great investment.
Yes.
Which is why I want to be your friend.
That's crazy. So that's my one of the week.
I'll just
are you still actively doing comedy?
Yeah, I got a show tonight.
I don't know why I asked that after you just said that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Have you been doing comedy since the pregnancy, though?
I have. It's been less. I've been doing less open mics, like practicing or whatnot. So I'm just going to shows and doing it. And the good thing is the shows are going well. People are they like them, saying cool things. And the point where I'm at now is like I've shot a couple special, like I guess what I would call specials for myself, and there was always like a circumstance of like why it didn't go exactly 100% the way I wanted it to do, because a lot of them I self-produced, you know what I mean? Like I'm doing camera light, I'm gripping for it, I'm, directing, getting everything. And then straight from setting up everything, then I got to go up on stage and kill. And I was like, man, this is a lot. This is, you know what I mean? It like I was thinking I could do the Superman thing and like make it all happen. And it did to varying degrees of success, but I want to do one where I don't have to worry about that, and I could just worry about just getting out the jokes and getting out the things I want to say. So I want to.
That's actually crazy that you're presenting this to me right now, knowing what I do.
I do, but you're expensive. The other thing is I'm frugal, so I'm trying to like it. It's like
depending on, I'd probably do one for free.
Shut up.
Depending on,
I would listen. We could talk about it for sure, but I definitely want to do another one, and the reason why I brought it up is because I am putting in, and I call it installing. I'm installing new content, in my show that has to do with, marriage, pregnancy, all this type of stuff that I was thinking about. My grandmother passed away, putting in that family. So I want to make something that's really, really good. And the ones I did before, they were great for, just jokes of what was going on in my life at the time. But I feel like this would technically be my first special that is, that is like produced. It wouldn't be. It's like the other ones I feel like are mixtapes.
Yeah.
And this would be my first like
Actual
commercial
special.
thing, actual
your first
special.
album.
And I want to do that. So I'm like working on things like that. So that's the next thing that I'm working on. So as a result of that, I've just been doing like paid shows and whatnot. But I got to get back to doing the mics to work out the new stuff that I want to put in for this new special thing, And I would love for you to
I'm not even expensive.
Yeah, no, I mean nobody is. It's just you don't
want to spend anything.
Here's the thing. I've invested a lot in myself and all the equipment and all the whatever. So I'm just like, damn, I got all this great stuff I want to like use to do my thing because I invested in it. So it's like when you invest in all that stuff, then you're like, why spend the money on
somebody else?
Yeah, exactly. But the thing that I would, because I already have like all the equipment, because a lot of times people do equipment rental and whatnot. So I would invest in your expertise to come out and like, do it. Because a lot of it is kind of like similar to what you have. But, you using all your stuff too, that would be great too. But we'll rap about it. We're talking inside baseball. But special is coming. I'm going to do another special.
We also have a show here. Tommy's doing a comedy show here.
Tommy Taylor Jr.?
No, Tommy McClellan.
You said Tommy like I know that guy.
Tommy, you've seen him. You've met him at open mics here.
Really?
Yeah, he's been to Last Laugh a couple times. I work a lot with him these days.
Tommy?
I usually do, like, I have a job with him, like, every 4 or 5 months.
Tommy?
Yeah, Tom McClellan.
I need to look him up. Can I Google him right now? Is that weird?
Yeah. He does his podcast here. He just did a special out in Alexandria with Jay McBride.
Jay McBride.
The transgender comedian.
I
think she had a Netflix special.
I think I know who you're wait, Jade McBride had a Netflix what? Hold on, let me see who this Tommy McClellan character is.
Yeah, he does Laugh and Run podcast. And he shoots it here.
McClellan.
McClellan.
With a D?
No, McClellan.
McClellan.
Okay.
Stand Up Global? Is that something
No.
that he did? No? That's a different guy? Upright Citizens Brigade?
No.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know this guy. Hold on. Is it this guy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know him at all. But the face looks mad familiar.
He's been a Last Laugh a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He comes with his wife.
All right. Yeah. Tommy, shout out, bro.
Oh, yeah. He is on Stand Up Global. That's him.
Okay. Shout out, Tommy McClellan. He
did a show with Jay McBride, and it went really good. I recorded it.
Yeah. And you liked it? You like how it came out? Did you guys do it here?
No, we did it in a art studio in Alexandria.
Oh, Galactic Panther.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good spot. How'd you like it?
It was nice. It's nice setup. I just had to add a couple things.
Yeah.
We did one there, and we did one at a restaurant out in past Manassas, Centerville.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah,
man. See, I just want to do one where I can look at things and be like, oh, can we do this, and this?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have to like go and like set up the whole thing because when there's the adrenaline. There's the adrenaline of setting up all the cameras, getting your shot just right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's exciting. Get your shot just right, get the focus just right, get the lights where you want them, get the little accent, do all the things. But then that adrenaline goes away, and then you're like sitting waiting to go on stage, and then you go on stage, and there's a whole new adrenaline that you have to have. Yeah, and I've done it, you know what I mean? And it's cool. Maybe I'm complaining, some people can't even make those complaints, but I just feel like I want to have the experience of doing it one time without all that other stuff involved.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to tell people to do, I just get to sit backstage, ruminate over my jokes, and then go out and...
That's why I like producing other people's podcasts, because then I get to literally just chill out and...
This is why you like having me as a
watch
guest,
the show.
too. You having me as a guest, too, because I come and I interview you. I'm like just talking to you. You're like, I don't even, where are the topics? What are we You get to just sit back and answer the question. Like,
I don't like dead air, so I just have topics just in case. If we don't touch the topics, that's fine.
The one thing about when I come on, there's no dead air.
Fair enough.
It's from, like, as a matter of fact, you were reading the ads at the beginning, and I was like, "Oh, let me jump in." What struggle meals? I got something to say about that.
I got something to say.
I got something to say about that. Man.
Why I was asking about the comedy thing was because I was trying to see because I remember last time Brandon was on, we were talking about how ICE's presence in DC was affecting the comedy scene out there. And so I was going to ask you if the government shutdown was affecting the comedy scene.
I think people are sadder, you know what I mean? So I think they need more of a release. Should
masturbate more.
That's a wild segue. That's a wild.
You said they need to release more.
That's a wild. That is.
People are sadder.
Thank you. People are sadder when out at shows. I feel like, but they need more of like they need
to pick me up.
Yeah, they need to pick me up. They need something to like kind of get them out of the doldrums of being sad. Because
here you come growing with your growing stepdad energy.
Listen. No, I'm no disrespect. I have real dad energy. You know what I mean?
Yo, fuck this guy. I'm a real father.
I'm a real father. But here's the thing. It sounds like that's not to disparage, but I feel like there's definitely a different level of love. You know what I mean? And not like one is higher than the other. It's just a different category. You know what I'm saying? Because to be a stepdad, you really have to
you really got to like her.
Yeah, well, or just like the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, fuck them kids. You really gotta like her to take on that role.
I mean, I feel like are you
gonna be a stepdad if you don't like her, but you really like her kids? That's weird.
Some people might.
That's weird.
Yeah, if you really care for the kid, you like it, but you could still like dip. But the thing is, if you dip, you don't know what the relationship you're gonna have with that kid is anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comedy scene with the shutdown is different, and then the money is different too. Like people don't have as much money to like disposable income. If you go out, a lot of times you're spending like $50 or something to go out to a show. With the cost of the ticket and buying drinks or whatever. Free shows are cool. I wonder, I haven't been out as much, so I haven't been doing as many free shows. So I don't know what the vibe is. I feel like the vibe might be like stronger for the free shows versus the paid shows. But people in this area, there's money coming from every angle in the DMV area, because this is where all the money from the country comes in. You know? So there's money all around here. So people are going out and they can go to like
they're finding other avenues to
and different like New York probably there's there's people getting money from all different avenues there. The big centers, I think where it hurts is like in the smaller areas where people might not have as much money to go to like a paid ticketed show. But I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing it sparingly, so somebody else who's been doing it be like, nah, the shows are growing great. I feel like the vibe though of people who are wanting to laugh is a little bit changed. Not changed, but just like I don't know, when shit's heavy, it's like you got to be real funny to break me out of my sadness. You know what I mean? Like,
you better bring your A game, motherfucker.
Listen, when money is good, everybody's getting paid. You can just be like,
I'll laugh at
say some corny shit like everything's. When the money is tight, you pretend like the laughter it costs you something. It's like, nah. And then if it is really funny, you'll be like, you know what? That was some real shit. Like that's how people come up to you after the show. But they didn't want to laugh. They couldn't let go of the laugh. But no, I mean all the shows that I've been doing are real good. We'll see tonight. I got to go out and do a show tonight. It's going to have some newer material with with the kid being born and the death in the family and everything and just life in general. Things that are going on around here. It'll have some more new material, so we'll see how that works. I'm gonna run that.
So I feel like you've always been kind of like family oriented. You make a decent amount of jokes about like your relationship because you have a interracial relationship.
Yeah,
and a light skinned baby.
I don't like how you rolled your eyes at me saying that. I feel like there was some disdain for having an interracial.
Content, that's why.
having an interracial relationship, you rolled your eyes at. I do have this one joke that because it is funny. It's like I'm in an interracial relationship, which means I can't be unhappy in front of black people. You know what I mean? Like I can't complain ever in front of black people because they're never going to give me good advice. The only thing they're going to say is
leave that woman.
That's what you get for fucking with them white chicks. That's the form of advice, no matter what it is. That's all they get. That's what you get for fucking with them white chicks. I'm like, I did it for love. It's like, those are the two answers that that's what you get for fucking with them white chicks. And that's it. That's all you got.
Sheesh.
I went to therapy. I was talking to my therapist. I was like, I think we're, I think I need to speak to somebody. Like, what's going on? I was like, just talk about marriage and everything. Like, you're having problems in your marriage? I'm like, no, we just, I'm white. She's white. I'm black. And, we're just differences. And like, let me stop you right there. That's what you get for fucking white chicks.
Talk to a therapist and they say that's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, I can't save your marriage, but I can save you a copay. That's. I forgot about that joke. That might go on a special. I might put that on a special. But yeah, man, comedy's great though. It has kept me going. There comes like the doldrums with it or whatever, but I feel like all these things well up inside me that I'm thinking about watching movies or doing things or, living life or whatnot. So that's where I put it all.
Yeah.
Because it's like I have all these ruminating thoughts that I'll be saying in the mirror or yelling in my car, and I'm like, I have an outlet to go and being like, you know what?
Yeah. That's literally how I like discern my podcast, where I'm just like, what have I been talking about lately? Okay,
slutty McDonald cups.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Like it coming off of like what my last 3 days was. So like that's usually where I get my topics from, or like where I get the conversation from is like what's been going on in life. That's why I always ask for the guests to bring, because I need to know what's going on in your life or like what's of interest for you to talk about and shit like that. So
well, I have a lot of varied interests and things that are like going like what is this? Like going on in my mind. So I appreciate you giving me a platform to release some of these thoughts, because I'll be like, is anybody else thinking this? Is nobody else? No one else sees this?
Yep, that's what it's for. I don't know if I want to talk about that yet. Let's get into the.
Wait, can I see what was it?
Those are your topics.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of which, yeah, the so I sent you some topic. I was like, hey, let's talk about this, and then one of them was the 3-Eye Atlas thing, and I sent it to you, and you sent me back. You're like, yeah, let's talk about it.
You were talking about that 3-I's, the individual integrity and
What did you say?
Individual identity and integrity.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
What
is your algorithm feeding you that was what came back when you searched?
That's the only time I've heard 3-Eye.
What is it? Individual
identity and individual identity and integrity.
What about me says that I would come to you with 3 corporate topics, like a DEI 3 corporate topic. Like, you know what I really like? I want to talk about synergy and beneficial initiatives.
And then when I looked it up, I was like, oh, the comment.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah. It is a weird name for it to be called. But I've been looking at this thing, and when you look at it and then the news stories, it's like, hey, this seems like this was important to like all of humanity. And I feel like the people who are there's no one talking about it.
That's because nobody cares about science.
I think nobody cares about aliens either. I've had this conversation with a lot of black friends.
Oh, we're still trying to figure out if anybody actually believes that alien actually exists.
I 100% think they do, because like
I 100% think they do too. But I'm a man of science, so
what does that mean?
There's no fucking way that there's not other life out there.
Yeah, there would have to. I mean,
yes, it would have to be.
If you look at the ocean, if you look at anything microscopic, there is life forms on it, right? So, and they're in all kind of different environments. Like Chernobyl now has like black mold and stuff growing on it, right? Like that's a living organism that's growing inside a nuclear wasteland. So you just think about all these planets that have different, types of
biological makeups and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. There has to be some form of life that's going to be on there.
Yeah.
And if there is some form of life, how long does it take for that life to become a fish or a tadpole or a snake or a gorilla or a human or what? How long does it take for that thing to evolve into something different? Because that's what happens. It like changes over time. And
oh God, a man of evolution.
Yeah, but evolution is science.
I know.
So it's like, it's all the same. So this is why I love Cat Williams, because he said it. He's like, it's all telling the same story. But then people they can't wrap their mind around this is connected to this. This is the same thing as this. This is parallel to this. This is all in the same.
Wait, what does the
tone.
comet have to do with?
Well, but it's not a comet. They're saying that it's exhibiting traits that make it seem like it is intelligent to some degree. Like it's slowing down and speeding up, and it's like changing its trajectory. Whereas if something was just flying through space, it wouldn't slow down and then speed back up, or have a curve or change. And they're saying it's doing all those things, like as if it's like changing its trajectory to go a certain place or do a certain thing.
Oh, so you think it's alien ship?
I don't know what it is, but I think it's interesting that no one else cares.
Because it's science.
Like you just started Googling it right now. You start looking at hold up. Wait, this shit is changing directions? Dude, hold up.
Yeah, you got me with that one.
Yeah, it's like changing, and they're like, oh, it's changing directions, and it might, come. So there was a thing saying that there might be some type of aliens coming around Thanksgiving time, and this coincides with that. So I'm just like, wait, what? How do they know what is going on? And no one's really talking about it. But then there's like all this evidence that it's exhibiting signs that it could be.
But it says on a hyperbolic path, which means it's actively leaving our solar system forever right now.
Right, which is great unless it changes
its mind and decides to come back.
Exactly, like if it's curling around. That's what the whole thing is. They're like, it looks like it's slowing down, whatever. So if it's on this hyperbolic path, if it changes direction, that would make us think that it's something different.
Yeah.
Because it should just curve around and then leave. But if it's changing direction and slowing down, it might be.
So aliens treat them Earth like a drive-thru.
Yeah, it could. They're about to slow
down. And they forgot the fries, so they're coming back.
They wanted the sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
It was like, hold up.
You forgot. You put pickles on my burger.
Y'all left out the honey mustard. That's wild if it's spun the block. Like, hey, you left out the McFlurry. Where can...
The McFlurry.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they spun the block and it took them so long that now we don't have SNAP and EBT and they're like, sorry, we can't help you. You know what I mean? It's like, you just helped us.
Y'all need to fix this shit first.
They got their first meal with the SNAP, but then they came back for extra.
And we ran out.
Hey, we don't doing that no more. They'd be like, what? It's like, nah, bro, you an illegal alien. You can't have no more SNAP. Or you gotta do. You
don't qualify for Medicaid.
Yeah, and we don't take them alien dollars.
Speaking of that, and I'm not saying you're a conspiracy theorist or anything.
That's not a conspiracy. That's a thing that's literally happening.
I'm on your side.
Okay, you're right. I don't like how you framed it.
Well, because I was leading into my next topic. I wanted to talk about the convenient conspiracies, the ones that that people will argue only when it benefits their argument.
Mm-hmm.
Like I made that joke one time about like the whole Epstein files, and I was like, wouldn't it just be crazy if or I was like, you talk to some people about like conspiracies, and they'll be like, oh well, I'm not saying that the election was majority rigged, but I got questions about like how many dead people were voting, or don't you think it's crazy that so many dead people are collecting Social Security checks, and 9/11, I'm not saying it was, but isn't there a possibility that it was an inside job and stuff like that? You'll hear all of these conspiracy theorists, and I'll be like, wow. What about the Epstein files? Don't you think it's crazy that Trump's not releasing it because he's on it? No way. There's no way that's happening. And I'm just, how do you believe every other conspiracy except the one that goes against your argument?
So I feel like it's only a conspiracy until you read more. You know what I mean? Like
until you do your research?
Like everything's a conspiracy theory, and then you like read it, it's just like, oh, that's not an actual, like for instance, like
the Holocaust?
No, but like chemtrails or whatever. Remember how that was conspiracy, chemtrails or whatever. And then there's all these states that all of a sudden started putting in laws that you can't spray chemicals in the air on these like planes or whatever. If if it's conspiracy theory, why is it becoming a law? You know what I mean? Like so it wasn't like, and then you go outside and look. A plane goes through. There's a big trail of smoke from it.
Yeah.
It dissipates, and for the next 2 days, it's like overcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't put 2 and 2 together. Like, hey man, it was a clear blue day.
You're pointing out that it's just a conspiracy until you read more. It's crazy.
It's just a conspiracy. It's like a conspiracy theory, and then you read more, and you're like, oh, that's just what's happening. It's not like a conspiracy. There are, and for whatever reason, they may be putting, they may be spraying it for crops or whatever they got to do. But who knows? Like as a parent now, like what's his name? What the hell is his name? Ron something. He had a joke where he's like, you don't believe in any conspiracies? Like no conspiracies?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the government is in control of like the entire population. You know what I'm saying? And like, they got to maintain things. It's like, I have a son. I'm in control of one person.
Mm-hmm.
And I lie to that nigga all the time. So you don't think the government's lying about anything? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like that. Like, there has to be some things that you aren't privy to.
Correct.
And sometimes it is, yes, to protect you for whatever reason. So you don't know why they might be putting this shit. There might be something we don't know about or whatever. But the fact to say that it's a conspiracy theory that shit is being sprayed in the sky and dispersing is like wild if you like read and research where people are like, hey, yeah, I'm a pilot and I have to spray this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And you look out and you see a stream and then like it separates and all of a sudden it's overcast for a couple. Like that's a thing. You know what I mean? Like
it's not a conspiracy theory anymore.
No, and I think now though it's like common knowledge, like you reading. You
know,
know,
that's why I feel about like the Holocaust deniers. And like if you guys actually just did some research.
Yeah.
So, but they only want to believe the ones that they feel like benefit their argument.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's. Here's the thing: is the more you research a thing, the more you are privy to like just know more than the average person on it. Because, for instance, like the 3-Eye Atlas thing or whatever, like I've read and looked at a bunch more stuff on it, so I'm like knowledgeable. So when I'm saying like, "Whoa, aren't you like concerned or looking?" and you haven't looked at any of it, you're just like, But then when I
conspiracy theorist,
exactly, conspiracy theorist, and then when I tell you more about it, then you're like, "Hold up, what?"
I start looking it up,
and then you start looking it up, and then you read more, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh shit!" Like, aren't you concerned about this? And I think it's like that with so many things in the world. People don't actually take the time to like look into it, and then when they do look into it, they're like, oh, this is way different than what I thought it was.
Why would I look into it if I could just add ChatGPT?
Yeah, but the thing is, there's a repository of information that ChatGPT is drawing from.
Yes.
And if that information is counter to reality, all of a sudden you're Googling and looking at it, that becomes your reality, regardless of if it's factual or not.
Correct.
Which is a huge issue.
I hate when people say that, ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT. I'm like, bro, why would I ask ChatGPT? Why don't I just Google it and pull up an article?
Well, here's the thing is, ChatGPT is supposed to, here's how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be combing through all the knowledge that you would find on Google or LexisNexis or any other type of search engine, Yahoo, Ask Jeeves.
Correct.
Whatever your search engine is, AOL.
But ChatGPT combs through the internet and it doesn't know what information is true and false.
Yeah, and then it's spitting it back to you. And the thing is, if it doesn't spit it back to you as factual, that's great because you can pick and choose. It's like, well, because I have seen where if you look it up, it'll say this thing says this thing says this.
Yeah.
I think if it's giving you back information that it tells where the source is from, it's like, okay, that's great. That's what you want. What you don't want is like where you search it and it's telling you something as if it's factual, but it pulled it from some random ass source,
some non-factual place.
And you also don't want someone behind the large language model, which that's what it is. You don't want somebody behind there inputting what they want the information that you get back from it to be.
Yeah.
And that those are kind of like the biggest things. But it's once you read more, you just kind of like there are far less conspiracy theories than you think there are.
I agree.
When you start researching things, it's like, oh, that wasn't a theory. That was actually that's true. It's
it was just a conspiracy theory because I didn't know enough about the topic, and I had a question.
And that's it. It's like if you don't know enough about the topic, all of a sudden it's a conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which I think when people say that, it usually denotes more of their lack of knowledge than the person who's saying it's lack of understanding about the.
I don't even think people. We had this argument at work when somebody was talking about theories, and they were like, "Do you not know how theories are like formulated? Like they come from a large basis of facts, like the Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Big Bang Theory is a theory technically, but why the Big Bang Theory is the theory it is based on a lot of scientific data to back the theory.
Well, here's the thing: conspiracy theory denotes that it's not. It may not be true. So if you say something's a conspiracy theory, it's like if you broke down the two words, it's like a large group of people working together for a desired outcome, right? And then theory, like maybe this is what they're doing.
Yes.
So if you put those, everything could be a conspiracy theory. Everything could be a large group of people working together for a desired outcome, and this is what they might be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything could be that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's kind of weird to throw it at people
Generational
as like
wealth is a conspircidon't theory.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it all could be that. It all could be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I tend to like to explore. Like I think people say it to stop people from exploring further because you don't want to be labeled a conspiracy theorist, which I'm not. I just like read about things. If something pops up, then I'm like, oh, I'll read about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you read about it and you start having thoughts. It's like, oh, that's interesting. But I won't bring it up with certain people because certain people can't take the idea.
They don't want new information.
They don't want new information, and they can't take something being counter to the information that they already had. So, and like you were saying with the what's his name, the guy who didn't kill himself.
See shit there.
When you take all that information in, it's like it could lead you a certain way, but it's like certain people like they already have the narrative in their head of what it's supposed to be. So
now all this factual information that you're giving me is going to go against what I already made up inside my head.
And sometimes that shit happens. If you think about what we learned in...
People hate being wrong.
Yeah, if you think about what we learned in school or whatever, it's just like, oh, that's it. Like in school, we learned, Columbus
Pluto
and all
was a
this other
planet?
stuff. And the Pilgrims came and they had such a happy time with the Indians and they gave them food and they had such a kumbaya moment and we're going to celebrate it in Thanksgiving, which maybe
And black people weren't
true.
slaves, they were indentured servants.
Some of that, and just different things, and then you go about reading more. And you're like, oh, this was actually way worse, or way better, or
they hung them by their ball sack. Eye opener.
and then you come dressed up as one for Halloween. All of a sudden with your collar.
We got full circle right there. I'm not even mad.
This is why they pay me the bucks to go on stage. To connect the dots. That's why I'm here, to connect the dots.
I'm gonna go ahead and send these free niggas on the plug of the week, or go ahead and get into the plug of the week for this episode, and then we'll do a closeout to say bye to them. What is my plug of the week for today? It is a song. I can't remember who sings it, and I hate that I'm being bad about that.
Wait, do I have time to go pee?
Yeah. Just give it a second until the plug of the week starts.
Oh, it's a thing.
There it is. Memories for this. Sorry. And for the episode 109 plug of the week, it is a song called Memoriez by Buffalo Bill featuring Maysa, and dope little toony song for plug of the week volume 4. I've been keeping it like super kind of R&B-esque this volume.
That's my shit. Memories.
I mean, hard rapping next volume though for volume 5. But yeah, this one's a nice little mellow chill out song. So as always, it can be found in the SoundCloud playlist plug of the week for episode 109. I mean, SoundCloud playlist plug of the week for volume 4, and catch it on yccentertainment.com/Woes.
This is what a good stepdad can smash to, right?
Sheesh. Here it is. Memories. All right, you can go now.
All right, cool.
You call my phone but I wasn't home to pick up for you. Say you want it, but it's never true. Why won't you just tell me the truth? Growing impatient, you say that we'll make it, but promises don't last with you. You're going through phases, but we need to face it. I think that it's time that we're through. Slowly, I feel like I can't breathe. Think of the way that we used to be. Now I go and face all these memories.
It's BS. You've been waiting on me and I'm waiting on you. Yeah. Tell me all the things that we never used to do. Love don't mean a thing if I'm spending it with you. I feel better when you're here. Now I'm hating that it's through. So it's how it has to be and we'll never try again. Yeah, you call me a crime, but I love you as a friend. Now that you are gone, I'm just waiting for it to end. I've been waiting too long, now I'm glad that you left. Yeah.
Slowly, I feel like I can't breathe. Think of the way that we used to be. Now I go and face all these memories.
And that was Memories by Buffalo Bill featuring Maysa. And as always, it can be found in the SoundCloud Playlist Plug of the Week for episode 109. And can be found in the SoundCloud Playlist Plug of the Week for Volume 4. Oh, God. I didn't come up with 2 kicks and a hug for you guys. I'm sure I can put it together really fast, especially while Glenn is explaining everything he's got lined up before we say bye to you, non-NDA signers. And we're going to get heavy into this AI topic. And prompting AI. I think that's very important. I'm going to talk some parenting conversations. Because, he wants me to step up into the stepdaddy role. That's probably not happening now. No, I'm kidding. I'm not against being a stepfather. Just not actively looking for it. Do I have any updates while I wait for Glenn to get back? Nope. I think I'm going to be trying to record 2 more Harris's Woes podcasts. Or I'm sorry, 4 more this to close out 2025. Get up to about 113. Hopefully. We'll see. Wait. 109, 10, 11, 12. Get up to 112 before the year is out and start figuring out how I'm going to tackle 26. Do I have anything else coming up? He's going to walk right in front of my camera. Motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was trying to buy time. I was waiting for you to get back.
Oh, man.
The song was over.
How long was that song?
Hmm?
How long was that song?
How long was it?
How long was it?
3 minutes. 2 minutes and 54 seconds and 12 milliseconds.
How long did I take to pee?
I don't know. He was probably gone for about 4 minutes.
Oh, okay, so it just ended.
It ended a minute ago.
Okay. That's the math.
You want to give them any updates, anything that you got lined up coming out? What's in your wheelhouse before I say bye to the non-NDA centers?
Yeah, Level Up Comedy, levelupcomedy.com. Glenn Lawrence Comedy on Instagram. Those are the ways that you can find me there. I did a short film for the 48-hour film festival. There's another like little 30-second film challenge. I did that. I'm just going to be putting out some more films and look for a new special to be coming your way. Anytime you see Glenn Lawrence Comedy, Glenn Lawrence at a show, especially if you're in the DMV area, come out because it's going to be fun. You're going to have a good time. You're going to walk away laughing. You're going to walk away forgetting some of the sins and woes that you may have been going through. So come out, check that out, check me out. Yeah, that's about it.
Based. 2 kicks and a hug. I'm sending you 9 NDA signers, you free niggas along. 2 kicks and a hug.
2 kicks and a hug is crazy.
Shout out to the niggas that have never figured out how to finesse a struggle meal and do weird shit like just eat their top ramen without cooking it. You never seen niggas do that in like high school?
Like crunchy?
Yeah,
Crunchy
yeah.
ramen? Yeah. I've seen that, which is crazy because that's going to expand in your belly. That's wild. That is wild.
I never thought about that.
That's like some NASA shit. Like you eat something small and then it expands to make you feel full. I feel like that
Army
would be-
rations?
Yeah, army rations or whatever. Like you just take a bite and then all of a sudden you're full like 20 minutes later.
Based. It's that stuff that grows in your belly. That's
Why
a
do you
baby,
keep
nigga.
It is. Why do you keep saying base? What is base?
It means like cool.
All right.
It's like saying dope.
Is that like 6'7"?
Sure. A lot of
7.
political streamers say that. I don't know what 6'7" actually means. So
I don't think anybody does.
yeah, but base just is like saying, oh, it's like something you would say like if somebody said something you agree with it, you'd be like, okay, base. But you would also say it like sarcastically too. And you was like, yeah, so it all started when my uncle touched me. It's like, oh, that's based. Like
I'm sorry. This candy's sour. What? What?
So shout out the women that have zero creativity and can't really make a good concept to a Halloween costume. So that's why you end up looking like a sexy toenail on Halloween night. Dumb niggas love y'all. Shout out to the black people that embrace stepfatherhood and stepmotherhood. Okay, it's a hard role to fill, and you guys come around and fill that role in just the way that the kids can benefit from it. So we love you.
Time out. Why only black people?
2 kicks and a hug.
Why?
I attack
Shout
men.
out to the black people.
Yeah, I attack men. I attack. I kick men. I kick women, and then I give black people their hug.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can I do 2 kicks and a hug?
You gonna do it right now?
Yeah.
Go
Shout
ahead.
out to Nelson for not wearing Crocs today.
Is that the kick or the hug?
That's one kick.
Okay, go ahead.
Hug for creating this amazing space for creators, musicians, artists, thought provokers,
Thanks.
provocateurs, all those type of things for giving them a space to talk. And I guess the last kick is for for shout out black people for stepfatherhood. What does that even mean?
It's
Okay.
a hard role to fill, and they feel it. And
Nah, man.
we appreciate you.
2 kicks in the hug is crazy. Usually,
White people don't know anything about stepfatherhood. That's why they make so much porn
that
ideas
is
out of it.
untrue.
They don't leave their kids.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I
That's
think
why
white
it's
people
such a
leave their
sexual
kids.
fantasy.
I think white people leave their kids more than black people.
well,
Because
statistically,
the dads over there, they're out there like, I got to work to be the best, Wall Street broker there is, and they never see their kids or whatever they're doing to work.
Sheesh.
They be in. Here's the thing: is white people be in the house abandoning their kids. That's the shit. That's crazy. And black people abandon their. No, y'all be neglecting them. Motherfuckers. We be in their life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be in their life.
just want to play the video game.
Yeah. You don't see a bunch of black kids like, fuck you, mom, I want to kill you.
Oh, yeah,
You
no,
don't-
we don't do that. We don't play a game.
Yeah. That's because they
Like that
house.
Eddie Murphy skit from Raw.
Yeah.
I gotta say bye to these free niggas.
I keep y'all hanging on. See, I'm a man of the people.
If you want the rest of this, subscribe to the Patreon for as low as $1. And you could be one of the YC philanthropists, the fans of a sin or the lovers of woes. So, free niggas, this is the part where I bid you adieu. Free niggas, I say peace.
There's gonna be a lot more free niggas because nobody's getting paid anymore.
Peace to you. Peace, free niggas.